Hello.
Hi.
Now, this is a poster presentation, and so you stand at your posters and you talk about your posts. I just seen you do it like 3 times in a row, so I'm fully briefed on your poster. But what excites me the most is there's a lot of other scientists here talking about their research. They're studying permafrost, they're studying icebergs and volcanoes. The things that you are talking about here is the technology that they use to get to these places.
That's exactly right.
And my real first question is there a secret lab you go in, a little R&D lab where they're down there making robots and stuff?
It's definitely not a secret. We do have a first-class engineering department at the Pacific Marine Environmental Laboratory in Seattle. That's where I work on a regular basis. We actually have a couple of labs and a couple of different buildings that are all designed to be able to help us develop certain kinds of technologies. So moorings that are really long, we develop in a very big warehouse. Technologies that are a lot more sensitive that we need to have clean rooms for example, we develop inside labs that are a little bit smaller than that. We also do a lot to work with other private companies and other labs around the country to develop technologies in their labs too.
How are you connected with the University of Alaska Fairbanks?
I am working on an affiliate professorship at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. I did my graduate work at UAF, I did my postdoc work at UAF, and now I'm very pleased to be able to continue that relationship with the Ocean Acidification Research Center there.
How are you helping scientists study things where no human being can live?
I am helping scientists to develop new technologies that don't require any humans at all. New technologies that we can send away on a dock without requiring deployment from any kind of ship time. Technologies that can hang out around sea ice that might be hazardous for human beings. Technologies that can access really shallow areas with really dynamic coastlines that may be hazardous to ships of all sizes, whether they're really big or really small. By taking humans out of the equation, we make things a lot safer, we make research a lot safer, and we make Alaska a lot more accessible.
Do these devices learn on their own, or do they just record and transmit?
We are working on kind of those technologies. That's definitely coming down the road. We don't have recursive algorithms for them yet, but we essentially sit in a lab and we watch the data that they collect. So we get to do what's called adaptive sampling, which is almost like recursive learning but still requires a human. We're doing our own recursive learning in this case.
Oh, no, go ahead.
So what happens is that we watch the data and we say, this spot is really boring, there aren't any fish here, maybe we should move. Or hey, this spot is really exciting, we're going to spend a little bit more time here than we figured. And that kind of flexibility is not something that you get from traditional tools that have humans associated with them, right? You may only be paid to spend 2 weeks on the sea ice, but these kinds of sensors can spend a lot more time than that and can be a lot more flexible as a result.
One of the things that I've heard at science conferences over the last year or so is everyone wants long-term monitoring. That's really important for climate change research.
That's right.
Is that what your technology helps with?
Absolutely, it does. Our technology is designed to help us take high-resolution profiles in 3 directions, over very long periods of time, over very large depths in the ocean, and over very extensive amounts of space. Alaska has more coastline than all of the other coastlines in the U.S. put together, the East Coast, the West Coast, the Great Lakes, and the Gulf of Mexico, all at the same time. So covering that kind of area with high-resolution sensors in depth and in time is really important for us.
My last question for you is, why did you study at UAF? You could have gone anywhere. Why did you pick Fairbanks?
I picked Fairbanks because the work that was going on there was the most exciting to me. I was interested in polar oceanography. I was interested in the things that were happening away from the research that everyone has always been done before. I wanted to be at the cutting edge, and that's why I chose Fairbanks.
Thank you very much, Jessica, for taking some time to talk with me.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Nice meeting you.
You too.